welcome back to Trimble Garage. So today, I'm gonna get a sore elbow. Time to do some waxing. This truck finish is actually really faded, and I did touch it up with some wax on one spot, and it came up really nice. So I gotta go over this whole truck and give it a wax and make this thing look as good as new. There's a little bit of tree sap on here that I gotta get off. I hate tree sap. This thing obviously sat under a tree for a few years, and there are spots on this truck with some sap. But yeah, let's start with this fender and hood and see what she looks like. All right, that fender came out quite nice. But the hood, yeah, you can definitely see it. I don't know, I'm gonna try clay bar, see if that comes up a little better. It's got this weird, I don't know if it's just in the paint or if it's contaminated in the paint. I'm gonna give this a clay bar and see if it cleans that up. All right, let's have a look. It's not a perfect paint job, but it's shiny. It does reflect, but you can see even in the video, it's very hazy. It's just the paint. It maybe a cut polish would do it, but I'm not doing that. It definitely looks a lot better than it did. The hood's a bit rough. The fender is very nice. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on. I got a coat of wax on the roof and the sides there, so let's carry on. All right, I got that door done. It came out nice, but one thing that really stands out now is this god-awful ugly mirror. And you can use this stuff called Mother's Back to Black, but I don't think that's gonna work. I've got some vinyl paint. It's for plastic bumper, black bumper paint. So I'm gonna be pulling this mirror off, masking it up, and painting that next. I took some wax and grease remover to this, and it actually came out quite nice. It's still a little bit kind of ugly in this area, so I think I am still going to give this a coat of bumper paint, but I was surprised how nice that came up. I didn't think it would. Another thing I noticed was the wiper arms, the paint is all coming off, kind of looking nasty. So we're gonna give this a quick little sand and give this thing a paint job. Okay, the truck is finished. It came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. The paint is definitely not perfect, but you can see there's lots of little sort of stuff in it, but it came up pretty darn good. That's all, I'm sure, original paint. Anyway, I'll look under the hood here. Under the hood, one thing I had some paint left over from painting the valance. So I actually painted the rad support. It was kind of nasty looking. I also painted the shroud for the fan. I guess that'd be for your heater fan. That was kind of nasty looking. And I did the inside of the fender. And while I was at it, I took some other paint that I had, masked off that little label on the air intake, the air cleaner, and I just painted that up because it was nice. That was nasty. But anyway, under the engine looks nice, so it is time to do a price reveal. Okay, so that's gonna do it for this little project. The wiper arms are all painted up. I installed those. Mirrors are painted, put those on, did the detailing in the engine compartment, did a bit of painting in there, and yeah, the whole truck is waxed. she came out beauty. Anyway, time to do a price reveal on this little thing. So put my glasses on here. So the truck, I paid $275 for this truck online at an auction. And after taxes and fees, that came to $360. Battery was $185. The fuel pump was $52. The fuel line, I had to extend those fuel lines to go onto the fuel tank there. That was $17.50. The valve cover gasket, that terrible oil leak, was $34. The instrument cluster lights, those little bulbs I had to replace, they're actually pretty expensive, those little things. $29.50. The U-joint for the back, $55.50. Spark plugs were $18. The drain seal, I did an oil change in this thing, and the seal on the bottom of the oil pan was completely buggered up, so I bought a new one. That was $5. The headliner material, bought that at a fabric store. That was $16. The rear valance, bought that on eBay. After exchange rate and shipping, it was about $135. The paint for the rear valance, which I also used a bit in the engine compartment, that was $35. The tires, the set of used tires, that was $180. Pretty good deal there, I thought, anyway. And the last thing was the door handle here was $31.50, which brings the grand total for this truck as it sits right now, $1,154. So it's actually a pretty darn good deal. A little bit of elbow grease, but you know, this is worth a lot more than that. One thing I didn't add was the tow. When this thing broke down, I had to get it towed home. That was actually $520 for that tow. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of part of the project. If you add that to it, it's $1,674 is what I have actually out of pocket spent on this truck. But again, I will probably double my money on that when I sell this thing. So anyway, that's gonna do it. So I hope you enjoyed this little project. I've got a couple feelers out for another project. It's gonna be a little K truck, and I'm looking to do an engine swap with that, something crazy. That could be a little down the road, but I've put some feelers out. So anyway, I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think. Maybe, hey, if you live on the island and you want to buy this thing, you send me a message. Yeah, so thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day.